when we first started talking, the Jordans was just for your self gratification.
I never said it was self gratification. I just said that's what I bought with my money. I didn't
blow it.
That's what I said. I didn't never say the word blow. Rewind the tape.
Rewind the tape. Then he said blow. All right, y'all, we're back again. Grown Folks, Biz Naive, hashtag checks and balances. You know, we did change the name because we thought it needed to be a little bit more, some spunk in it. And also, there's a lot of other checks and balances. We didn't want to confuse the issue with finances. So this is a political forum. We got myself, a Republican. My name is Joseph Lee. And my man to the right.
I'm Lloyd Harris. I'm independent. Kind of got free-thinking views, and, you know, that's pretty much me. You'll see.
We got my man to my left.
I'm Clarence Gallagher III. I'm a Democrat. Been a Democrat for years. Believe in helping people, and that's it.
So there you go. All right. So we decided to do a forum with three parties represented in the United States of America. We know as Republicans, Democrats, Independents. All right. And also we know that this country is built upon checks and balances. And also we got three branches of government, which is our executive branch, judicial branch, and our legislation branch. And that keeps balance in America. So we decided to bring us together so that we could just talk. Sometimes we get heated, sometimes we laugh, sometimes we shut up, sometimes we get checked, and sometimes we learn some balance in our lives. So, but anyways, we're going to talk about a conspiracy theory, and we're going to let you decide whether it's true or not. You know, it's up to you. But we're just going to give you the information, and I'm going to let Clarence go ahead and talk about what we're going to be talking about tonight.
All right. So today we want to talk about what this guy was talking about on his YouTube page. It's the Nico Rashad show. Basically, what he was saying that you know, the government is pretty much trying to X out the minority in America. You know what I'm saying? So he was saying that we need to unite, you know, with each other, just like other cultures do, with it, how they unite, how they live with each other, to cut their expenses down, you know what I'm saying, to come up, you know, and be able to become as a middle class citizen. Yeah. So basically this is what we want to talk about. So I feel it's right, you know what I'm saying, because the bottom line, I think that is our culture. We need to unite with each other, which we don't do. We fail to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can't stand to live with each other. We can't stand to do anything with each other. It's like we're so. I feel like we envy each other for something but I feel like we was taught that way. Yep. We was taught to envy each other. So I feel like we need to some type of way to get out of that situation and learn how to, you know what I'm saying, unite.
What do you mean
envy? And support each other. Huh?
What do you mean envy? Like, what you mean envy?
Well, first let's listen to let's let everybody look at the video.
Yeah.
And then they'll understand kind of what we're talking about.
Exactly. So it's a short clip, basically saying what he felt about and what he believed about what the government is doing to wipe out the minorities. You know what I'm saying? He said something about the Mexicans, what they're doing. So it's a short clip, and watch the video, and we'll come back to you.
So y'all got to understand the deception. The deception is this. This is how the U.S. government is using Donald Trump to con everybody right now. Right now, the U.S. government is pretending like Donald Trump is public enemy number one. Got all these American citizens believing in turmoil over Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not public enemy number one. Donald Trump is pretending to be the bad guy. They're using him so Congress and the House of Representatives can screw over the rest of the nation, but put it off on Donald Trump. If they really believe Donald Trump was working with the Russians or doing any of these type of foul practices, they could have had him out of office. They would have got him up out of there. If Donald Trump was a threat to the establishment of the United States government, they would have killed him like they killed John F. Kennedy. Point blank period. It's a con of deception. They're trying to destroy America bottom. They're trying to take out the poor. They're trying to take out the Mexican middle class that's rising. Right now, the problem with the issue with Hispanics is Mexicans have been sticking together and doing it successfully, and they're moving up into the middle class, and they're getting into a position where they can control the economy and start changing the way and the sway of votes and putting their own people in the office. The problem with black people, same problem they've been had problem with our people, you feel me? They already know how to keep us distracted and beefing with ourselves and not coming together. There's no unity amongst us. So the steps that we need to do right now is we need to segregate right now before the chance is too late. Black people got to segregate and step back. I'm not here to speak for the other people and what they need to do. This is what we need to do as a people. It's simple steps that we got to take to ensure our safety and our security for our people in the next coming years. When it comes to the housing, they upping the prices, they doing all type of things, they getting rid of programs, they pushing people about in the streets. People that got mental health issues, they send them back to the streets. They're getting rid of the undesirables. It's a knockoff, it's a takeout. So what we gotta do as a people, our people, when it comes to the housing, with your friends and your family members, you gotta bring that unit together. If that's your friend, that's your homeboy, that's your loved one, that's somebody you rock with, y'all gotta move into the same residence. Cut your bills in half. If you got 4 people living in a 4-bedroom, y'all splitting that rent right there is cutting everything down. It's knocking down the prices. This is the way that we take steps to segregate and move back from this society and back up from what's going on so we can protect ourselves and our economy. Point blank period. The rich black elite got to come down with us, and we got to come and create our own economy and back up and start bringing money to ourselves. We got to make our own industries. When it comes to the sports, point blank period, we're running that. We got to step back from that and make our own NBAs, our own NFLs, and all it takes is each one of us linking up with the next person that's next to you that you rock with, your friend, the person you kick it with, the homegirl you talk to on the phone every night. Y'all need to move into one unit, cut the bill in half, save the money. That's what the Hispanics did, and that's how they're rising up to the middle class because they're not doing it alone, they're not doing it by themselves. So they're able to rise up in their socioeconomic status and be able to take over and influence politics and all type of different things that's controlling society. And that's what the biggest issue is right now. They're pretending like the border wall is the biggest issue. Look at the cause and effect. Pretend like the border wall is the biggest issue. Donald Trump is stern on this. Congress, oh, we're not with this. Republicans, we're not with this. Democrats not with this. If they wasn't with what he's doing, they would have already took him out the situation. They're using him as a fall guy. Don't blame us. Don't blame your government. Blame your president. We don't like him either. We don't like him either. But we're keeping him in office and we're empowering him and allowing him to do everything that he wants to do so we can start crushing and killing our social programs that the rich elite does not want to pay anymore. They don't want to pay for the poor. They're getting to a point where they're ready to start cutting people off. We don't need these many citizens. We're already established. We already got robotics. We already got many industries that's replacing these jobs. We don't need this many people. And that's what the problem is right there. They're trying to cut down. It's genocide, point blank period, but in a different tactful way. And that's going to come out point blank period and start killing people in the streets. That's going to cause an international crisis. But they're all going to send people to the streets to fall. And it's a plan. Don't let America deceive you in the United States government to believe that they're not backing Donald Trump. They're 100% behind Donald Trump, point blank period.
Yeah. So y'all got a chance to look at the video. So back to what we were saying, your question.
Yeah, what do you mean
we envy each other. It's like we're jealous, and we don't want to see our fellow man do better than what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, and we've been taught that way through slavery. You know.
Yeah, I agree totally with you. I mean, it's a learned behavior, and we can't just act like it never happened.
Right.
So we was never repaired after we was broken down so much. So I don't think that's our number one problem, but that's a major problem that we have.
We had Black Wall Street. We done had a whole lot of stuff.
What happened
together? Well, it got burned down by other people, not by us.
Other people.
Yeah.
Other people.
I'm just saying it got burnt down by the white people.
But that was a traumatic experience. Who healed us from that?
But I'm saying that don't stop us from. I'm just saying that we can live together. Just that sometimes you live with certain people who don't be wanting to do right. That's the bottom line. I don't live with people. I don't have people, come to the house and you got just certain people that they don't want to. Yeah. They don't operate like you. You know what I'm trying to say? You got to have people who working and who got goals the same as yours, meaning that they trying to grow. Then you work it out. But why is it so easy for other cultures to do that, and we can't do that? Because they respect each other. And I respect you. It's just like, say for instance, me and you live together. You know what I'm saying? You got the same goal. You get up and go to work. I get up and go to work. I'm going to save my money. I'm going to be responsible, pay my share of the rent. Mm-hmm. But you got other blacks, I'm sorry to say, they don't be wanting to do that. They be wanting you to tote them and you bear the expense, and then they get to do whatever they want to do. Then when you say something to them, oh, you think you better than me? I don't think I'm better than you. You're supposed to pay your portion of the rent.
I agree to a certain extent, but I think it starts at first with your family. Like, I'm not saying go live with people you don't know, or go pick Tom and Roger off the street and live with. But families, they grow up and they were born in the same house together, grew up, and then they can't be around each other anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad problem in our community. And everybody feels like they got to go and branch out and get their own. And what you end up having is a family full of people, everybody struggling. And I think what he's speaking to is we can get one house and we could pay minimal rent, and everybody could be doing real good, if we could just get along with each other.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree.
But I think if everybody have a goal, you know what I'm saying, exactly. and they're there to accomplish their goal, I think everything will be run smoothly. Yeah. But even if if your fellow man is out there is struggling, they don't know what to do right now. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's up, because we family. I think it's up to us to help him find his way. You know what I'm saying? Find his way. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's cool to do that. But how many times do you go to your family who you trying to help find their way, and they rebel?
But they don't want to do that. What's the alternative?
To wash your hands? No. To wash your hands and allow them. No, to allow them to bump their heads. It's like, you have to understand, you can't help everybody, and then only those who want help can get help. But if you can't make nobody do anything. So when you're trying to teach somebody, say, look, I see you going on the road, won't you do this? They don't want to do it, or they say they're going to do it. They never do it. Now you got to pay rent. At the end of the month, you got to pay the whole rent. When you agreed, when you came into the situation, each person was going to do this. They agreed. A lot of people talk because they want to get over. So as soon as that rent time comes, dog, I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Can you cover me this time? Okay, I cover you. Next month, I might cover you again. But God, dog, how many times I'm cover you? Because now we're going against the whole purpose of the goal.
But that's not even really people like that. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but that happens in every culture, and those are the exception. Most people, they're hardworking people. They want to have a place to live, and they're going to pay their rent. But we can't look at the little small, minuscule people that's doing wrong in our culture and judge everybody on that. Oh, no. Because the majority of the people I know, black people I know, they want to work and they want to go, come home to a nice home and do this. I can know some too that don't care, but the majority wants to do right. And if, just to speak to this, if we're all renting a place together, and we're together and we each have our family, it's not your job to tell me what I'm doing right or wrong. All I have to do is fulfill my responsibility that I have to you in paying these bills. If I go out with the rest of my money and I just blow it on shoes, see, I think a lot of times in our culture people get upset about that.
But what's the point of the goal, though?
What goal? The purpose of us is still your goal.
No. The reason why we all came together so we can help each other economically empower ourselves.
We are.
No, now if you're blowing all your money.
But to you, I'm blowing it. To me, I'm doing what I want to do with my money.
Okay, now watch
this. Because a success might mean a big house on the hill for you, it might mean 100 pairs of Jordans for me. And that's what's real to me. You might not agree with that, but that might be what's real to me.
But I thought we were talking about empowerment.
Yeah,
Jordan ain't not empowering. All you doing is empowering Jordan. You already a billionaire.
But by you buying a big house in a big community, who are you empowering then?
Myself, because when I finish paying it off, I don't have to pay as taxes. I can sell it and get more money. I can open up a business with
in 40 years.
No, you don't know how much money I'm making. I can pay it off in 15 years or 10 years. The point is, Jordan is not going to give you no money. The big house and 100-acre land, that's going to give you some money in the long run.
That's how you feel. You can sell used Jordans right now. Man. You can sell used Jordans right now for over $150. I'm talking about 13, 14-year-old shoes.
Yeah.
See, if you don't know about it,
I think, but with both of y'all, both of y'all right. But
no, don't say that.
Listen.
I don't want to say that.
Listen, what I got to say.
That's my opinion. This is my opinion.
So it's fine. Okay, so if we all have a house and we rent a house and we split up the rent down 3 ways. He cover his rent, you cover your rent, I cover my rent. Okay? So I have a goal, you have a goal, he has a goal. Whatever his goal, so he wanna buy 100 shoes. And you wanna save your money, buy a house, I wanna save my money and buy start a new business. Okay. So now we in this house, so we in there, everything is being paid. You understand what I'm saying? So that's his business what he doing, it's your business what you doing, it's my business what I'm doing. So when I'm ready to leave, say like when the lease is up, so when the lease is up, I'm ready to leave, and when I comes my goal, I'm gonna go.
And he gonna be mad. You wanna know
why?
No,
yes, you can't say that.
I know you gonna be mad because
I might be prepared for that.
I'm just prepared. You just blowing all your money.
But you feel like that's blowing. You don't see that's what I think our problem is. You only see the value. A lot of us only see the value in what they see. Like, it's a new world out here. When I was young, a pair of old shoes was nothing. Now I watch people every day buy them for $150. So if you never want to grasp,
that was the goal.
Whether it was the goal or not, what we was just talking about, you saying I was going to be mad when you leave. Whether I'm mad or I'm happy, we signed the lease. We're contractually obligated for that amount of time. And whether I'm mad or not, we go our separate ways. But I think everybody always worry too much about what the other person is doing. And that's that envy, or a person that's higher want to tell you what you should do.
No,
and I think that's where we always get disconnected as a people.
That's not that. No, but it's not true though. Listen, I work in Miami all the time, every single day. I see older people, I'm talking about old people in their 60s catching the bus to go to work, 65, 70, catching the bus to go to work, driving trucks and doing whatever. They got kids. The culture loves each other. Like the young person loves the elder person and respects the other person. And if the other person tell them something, they ain't gonna get all bent out of shape like some blacks do. You feel me? You got people who respect their culture, and until we can respect the one who look like they got something going on, when you can just look at it and not envy and be like, dog, he got some success. Let me listen to what he's saying. When we first started talking, the Jordans was just for your self-gratification.
I never said it was self-gratification. I just said that's what I bought with my money. I didn't
blowed it.
That's what I said. I didn't never say the word blowed. We can rewind the tape.
Rewind the tape.
If I go out with the rest of my money and I just blow it on shoes.
Then he said blow.
Well, if I blowed it, it was because you felt I blowed it. But the point we can argue semantics all day. The point I'm trying to make is don't worry about too much of what the next person is doing. I think that's when we get in trouble.
Then his goal, what you're talking about, is voided.
But that's my goal.
No, there's no empowerment.
His goal don't have nothing to do with my goal.
Exactly.
Parents, you just said that black people need to come together and
do
empower each other. So if you're blowing your money and you move out, you get what you did, we back in the same point where we at right now. You got a lot of successful individuals, because we have blacks who are successful. We have individual blacks who are successful doing what they do. Okay, so why should I have to come together and try to empower another person who don't want to listen, or who want to do their own thing, who don't care about budgeting or whatever like that? Because you was just saying, what if I just blow? Okay, so it's back to your brother. So I ain't gonna live with y'all.
I think Joe, I think action speaks louder than words. You understand what I'm saying? So if he's a person that blows his money, okay, you talk to him one time and tell him, okay, so this is what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? To empower our people. He still do what he do, but you still, it's not stopping you from doing what you got to do. But you gotta understand that he's watching you. Believe it or not, he's gonna be watching you and doing what you do. You know understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say action speaks louder than words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't just be jumping down this road.
No, we got an apartment together because of that goal.
Yeah, but we
have okay. So now you're not living.
But we don't have to take the same road to that goal. We can all have the same goal, and I can come this way. He can go that way, and you could go straight.
You don't have.
As long as we arrive at the same place, we've reached our goal.
You didn't have that goal. I'm referring to what you said previously. Now we're changing it. No, now if you have a goal and you're gonna sell the Jordans, I don't have nothing to say.
Of course, I'm gonna sell them. I mean,
I don't have nothing to say with that. That's a good thing. I don't have anything.
That's what I'm saying.
When you said no, that's not when you first said. When you first said,
because you assumed what I was saying when I said buy Jordan. You assumed, and that's what I say we do a lot. You assumed that I was buying shoes just to wear them and show out. I never told you that I didn't have aspirations. You can rewind the video.
I want to know what you
I never said that I had aspirations of how do you know I wasn't buying the shoe? And I was going to sell the shoes at a higher price a few years later. You didn't give me a chance. You just thought that I'm just going to wear these shoes and throw them in the garbage and get no value out of them.
Because you said that you blowed your money as long as your rent paid.
You felt I blowed my money because...
Oh, my God. I think we got to do some rewinding. So
we can rewind it. The people can look at the tape, but everybody who's listening can understand what they do. I do this to people all the time. You're arguing semantics with me. You understand what I'm trying to say. No, what I'm basically trying to say is we shouldn't worry so much about what other people are doing. And when we just attack I don't have no responsibility to you if I have a house with you, but to pay the bills on time and do that. My goals and all of that, that's my personal goals and my family's.
Not if we come together before we buy the place. That's what I'm saying.
We come
before
together.
If I come to you, like Clarence just said, all right, he come together, he gotta go. Hey Joe, hey Lord, I would like for us to move together so you can empower yourself, I can empower myself, because that's the whole video. He's talking about people living together and empowering each other. All right, so I come to you, I say, that's a good idea. So I'm down with that, empowering ourselves. You down with that, so we all get in the place and we start living together. So at some point, during the conversation, I'm just going by what I heard earlier. So I'm just saying. So now I see you just blowing your money. I see you going out to the clubs, just drinking, doing all these bad things.
I didn't
say you said that.
I'm done with the subject.
I did not say it. I did not say
what I said.
No, I didn't say it.
I'm sitting right here. I can tell these people what I said.
I'm not saying that right now. I'm using the illustration because we went back in. I started over. Remember that.
But it's not fair to use that in this context because that wasn't what I was talking about.
I'm just saying you wasted because you wasn't talking about going to the club. What I'm talking about is you not doing the goal what we agreed to at the beginning. That's what I'm saying. You said that I could go buy a house, right? That was my goal. Yeah. And he said that he can go get a business, right? That was his goal. And then and you said I could just go splurge my money. You said blow. That was your words. Yeah. And then after that, you said
my money to buy shoes.
Blow your money to buy shoes. And you said, but long as the rent get paid, that was yours. And you said that I shouldn't have no concern with you as far as you blowing your money, but long as the rent get paid, that's good. So I feel like I should be concerned because that was the reason why I decided to come in this whole situation from the beginning. So because whatever goal that you had, I was like, yeah, man, you should do that. Whatever goal you had, yeah, man, you should do that. Whatever goal I had, you said, man, you should do that.
But you didn't get into save money because you're saving money on rent. Right. That's what you got into it for, to not pay $1,500 a month, to pay $500 a month. That what empowered you to do the things you wanted to do. It's just not about empowerment of us becoming Martin Luther King. By you having more money in your pocket and being able to do more things or even spend money in the community, you're empowering the community. It might not always end, and it's all about what you call success. To you, success might be a mansion, a house, and $1 million. But you can't get mad at me if success to me is a Buick and good health and kids that respect somebody. That might be my...
I'm not mad at that. It has nothing to do with that.
But you might not agree with it and you think I'm blowing my money.
I totally agree with health. I totally agree with if you want to drive around in a Buick, as long as it's running good and you get from point A to... I don't care about that. I mean, that's good. You got kids who get up and go to school. They do their work. That's called success. I'm not putting success in one box or this is how it goes. I'm just saying if I see you going down, if I see you getting off track, I don't see nothing wrong with me as a friend coming to another friend and say, hey, man, I see you doing this, bro. Don't forget about the goal. That's what I'm trying to say. You telling me I need to mind my business.
Yeah, if you tell me that, I might say that. I'll be like, I wouldn't say it like that. I might be like, I got it. Don't worry. I'll see you. I got plans in the future. I got it.
That's why that's why I say you can't don't jump down a person's throat. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying you don't say nothing. I'm saying if you're concerned, if you're being a friend, okay, but it's a certain way how you come to a person.
I don't think it's a certain way. I think if I say that, hey man, I see you going down the road. What you mean I'm going down the wrong road? Yeah, nobody don't like to be told.
You coming like an authoritarian over me. Like
I see you going down the wrong road. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with somebody who cares?
It's how you say it. It's how you say it.
I'm finna put it in context right now.
Okay. Oh Lord.
Okay, everybody knows, I don't know if the public knows, but I'm not a Christian. You know what I'm saying? I believe otherwise, and I'm not going to get into that. So when I see him going to church, I feel like he's going down the wrong road.
Okay, so tell me.
I've said it to you before, but you still going to do the thing that you're doing, and I back up and I'm cool with
because
that.
it's working for me.
I'm not going to get mad at you and stop talking to Joe because Joe's doing what he want to do.
You comparing apples to oranges. Apples to oranges. If you see me being blessed, that's not a good analogy. I mean, that's apples and oranges. You blowing your money and going to buy Jordans and blowing, and me going to church and creating peace in my life, and I got peace with you, and I can talk to you, and I don't understand how you can compare.
So I'm not creating peace with if I have 100 pair of Jordans, first off, and each pair sells for $80.
Okay, now
that's an investment. I'm just saying. You keep saying we have to get past that so we can move on. I used the word blow because I knew you was going to think of it as blow, but in my mind, it's not blowing. I'm doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? And we got to allow each other to do our own things. You know what I'm saying?
Not if you're doing the wrong thing. Do you agree that the fact that it's good to be able to talk to people and tell people, hey, man, you're going down the wrong road. And if you're going down the wrong road, I think that there's always a better road to go down. Everybody, if you come to the conclusion where we can never talk to people and people can't listen, we ain't going to never come together. And that's the problem. Listen, I don't live with people, and I have people come live with me. I know what the problem is, so I'm not talking from an outsider's perspective.
I believe, yes, we can talk to people. We can talk to people, but it's like, you got to understand, when you're talking, especially when it's a grown person, when they have their mind made set up to what they want to do, okay, it's nothing you can do about it. Understand what I'm saying?
I agree.
Right. So you see something going on, you say you come to him as a friend, say blase, and then you still decide not to do that. What can you do?
Move out.
But we on the lease now. Remember, you can't move out.
You're the problem.
I'll tell you what. Then I would never move in from the get go if I knew you was like that.
But this,
everybody
see,
not accomplishing
this
your
is
goal.
the problem with the black.
No, you're accomplishing your goal. Are you accomplishing your goal? Are you accomplishing your goal?
No, you're not fixing it. I'm accomplishing mine, but you're not fixing the problem, Terrence. Huh? Now you're going against what your goal. No. As a whole, you just said as a whole culture. Let's think about what we're talking. We're talking about culture. We're not talking about individuality. Mm-hmm. We're talking about the black culture. Yeah. What is the problem in the black culture? We can't live together. Why? Right. Because we don't respect each other. Why? Because we don't grow. So respect has nothing to do with me telling you, hey man, I think you're going down the wrong road. The respect would be, you know what? I know I'm going down the wrong road. Could you help me or pray for me so I can come up, so I can do what I'm supposed to be doing? When a person can acknowledge that they're going down the wrong road and another person sees them going down the wrong road, you can respect them by saying, hey man, I hear what you're saying. I appreciate that. But don't be talking about, don't be telling me that I got it. Don't even worry about me like that. That's the problem. And why I don't want to be around friction. I don't want to be around
problem. That is a problem.
I'm not causing friction if I love you and I decide I want to go to you, and that's why family.
You only love me when I'm doing what you want me to do. That's basically what it sounds like. Even if I don't do what you want me to do,
I'm not
don't just throw me. We already live together.
No, we wasn't. Y'all. What they call it? Bewildered. No, what's the word? You hustled me.
No,
you know what I'm saying. You had an agenda all the time.
An agenda. What was it?
But listen, Joe. Listen. Whatever he's doing, Joe. Whatever he's doing is not affecting your goal. It's not affecting what you're doing to reach your goal. It's not affecting what I'm doing to reach my goal.
But it's affecting the goal of the culture.
But still,
so are you the culture's keeper? I mean, let the culture take care of the culture. Like a building is built brick by brick.
But listen, what we talk about is we have to learn how to unite. We have to learn how to live with each other.
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying?
These are some of the problems that goes on.
No, okay, but still, if he's paying his rent. He's paying all his bills. Understand what I'm saying? Whatever goals that he has, he's doing what he's doing. You doing what you're doing. You paying your rent on time. I'm paying my rent on time. Understand what I'm saying? But he's doing what he's doing. How's that affecting your goal?
It's not going to if I don't allow it to. I understand what you're saying. That's fine. If I know how you are before, I would not move in with you.
That's different. But now. We're living with each other.
Then I'm gonna hurry and pay my lease off and I'm leaving. I pay y'all out. I buy it out. Whatever.
What did we accomplish?
Nothing.
I'm going to accomplish fine because if I got the money to pay off my lease, then I'm doing.
I thought it was about the culture.
Right.
You keep saying
you keep talking about the back of culture, but you can't. respect the fact that I can't say something to you about
we-
you doing
we-
wrong.
we're
I can
not
respect
saying
that.
that.
I can
We're not-
respect it, but the respect comes in and
You
after
have to
you
respect.
tell me
You have to
something,
respect
what
too.
did you do?
I
What did
will.
you do?
Listen.
That's
just,
fine.
just like
Respect
you
my
want
decision.
respect.
I will.
That's the whole thing.
I will respect the decision.
That's the whole thing.
But if
So-
it's bothering me, I'm gonna have to leave.
That's
But,
the problem.
but you still
Why
got to
it's
respect it though.
No.
You still got to respect it.
Y'all don't
But
you
you
know
still
this
have to
thing is
respect
broader?
it. Because you still got to respect it because he's paying his rent. Understand
But
what
I
I'm
don't want to
saying?
live in an environment where it's not
100 pairs of Jordans.
No,
you know, that's bad for your health.
no. Usually, when people blowing their money, like you said earlier, that's what I'm referring to. I'm not talking about when you decided to say you was gonna be selling.
I didn't decide. That's what I meant from the jump. But
Well,
go
I ain't
ahead.
hear you say that. But anyways, whatever. I don't care.
I'm just,
Y'all mess, man. Y'all can't hear. What happened? I don't understand. I don't know. I just feel like people can't live together because people don't have the same goals. That's what I'm saying.
But you.
we gotta
if you
find a
can't-
way. We gotta find a way. I mean, we
got
have
to.
to.
We have
You know,
to find
I
a way.
think Mexican people don't have the same goals. White people
No-
don't
no
have the
matter
same
what,
goals.
nobody-
But they find a way to make it work. That's
Exactly.
what we're
That's
talking
the whole
about.
thing. That's the
You know
whole
what I'm saying?
point. It's the whole point. It's no matter what he's doing, as long as his rent is paid.
Yeah, like
But
on
he can
your
be
job.
smoking. He can be smoking weed in the house because he paying rent. Then that means I have to tolerate what he's doing.
No, you
No,
don't. You
no,
come
you
in
don't.
like we're not going to smoke
No, you
in the
don't.
house, and you have to
Oh,
respect that
Why?
because
He
that
might
wasn't
not,
the
because
rule.
you got some people that don't. You got people when you live with people, they're gonna be like, I pay rent just like you. I want to smoke my weed just like that
But
movie.
if you
Car
have
Wash.
it on paper,
Remember Car Wash?
if you have it written on paper,
Yeah.
if you have it written on paper before we sign the lease, he cannot do that. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
we have to put on paper too. You can't blow your money. You need to be saving money.
See, that's the problem people have
No,
with
this is
Christianity.
broad. This
It
is
leads
broad
you,
way.
it gives you this God complex.
No,
that
that's
you
not-
have to tell
no.
people what's right
Mhm.
and who determines what's right and wrong.
Then why you raise your children what's right and what's wrong? Where does that come
Because
from?
that's my child.
Who said that you can tell them what to do though?
God gave me
Oh,
the
now
child.
you back at God now. Again.
I didn't never say God. I said Christianity. God exists in other religions.
You said you get a
besides
God
Christianity.
mentality. You said God mentality.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
This
you were
God
talking against the God mentality.
of trying to tell people how they should live and how they should be. My child is entrusted in me for me to raise him and teach him. So I have to do that, and people have to separate that. When you're dealing with another adult, you can't tell them what to do. You know what I'm saying? And even though you might hate it and hate to look at it, you got to let a person be a person.
Hey man,
Yeah,
let me
let
tell
him-
you,
let
let
him
me
go.
tell you. When you go to the military gonna tell you what to do when you're a grown
I
adult.
signed
Because you
up
get
for that.
paid for it. You
Yeah,
get
and
paid
they're
for it.
paying
You getting paid for
You
it
get
too.
paid
You
for
saving
it.
money on your rent. You getting paid
But
for
I
it when
volunteered for that.
you volunteered to be in a lease agreement with me too.
to pay a certain amount of rent.
Not just to pay rent,
Not
to
to
keep
bring
peace.
you my check
You
statement
can't have
and tell
peace
you
in the
what I'm
house.
spending my
So
money
so
on.
why?
Nobody said
Exactly.
that. I
So,
said
so
if I-
why? So why him buying 100 Jordans? Well, bothering you?
No, I was talking about him blowing his money. That's what this conversation started from. When I saw that you was blowing your money. Because when you're living with people, people come with a whole lot of stuff. It's not just buying Jordans. They might be smoking weed. They might be getting drunk. They might be getting tore up or whatever. And what you going to do? You in a lease agreement with them. You can't leave. You can't get away from the lease because they don't turn. Not if you're not going to listen. Not if you're going to continue to do what you do.
But
Did you see the movie Car Wash?
That's a movie. But that
the
speaks
reality
to
of
your
life.
judgment of character. If
My
I'm that
judgment.
person, I'm this evil devil person.
Ain't nobody say nothing about you being evil. I said to respect each other. That's what I
But
said.
you should have noticed that I was that type of person before. I can't just
I don't-
transform and be this person that you would contemplate living with, and then in 2 months I turn into this guy that just smoking weed around the house,
I never
bringing
lived with
loose women in, blowing my money. Like,
I never lived
where's
with you
your
before.
judge of character?
I never lived.
I
with
never
you, so
lived
don't
with you, but I know
just
you ain't doing that.
I know you. I know you work every day. This is
Yeah.
the thing that I see. I don't know what you do at your house. I don't know what you got going on over there.
Exactly.
You could be smoking weed. I don't tell you all that stuff. I'm not gonna tell you what I do at home.
Exactly.
I can be whatever I want to be. But when you move in me, that's when when people move together. That's when a person learn who a person really is when you're
Right.
living with them. So
Right.
they're not going to tell you who they are. They're gonna put their good foot forward to be like, hey, yeah, I'm down with this, blah, blah, blah. But they got a whole nother
So
agenda.
that's basically what you do.
What I do about what?
Because I usually, when people say I always say what people are going to do is usually what they do in situations. That's what I feel like.
What people going to do, honestly.
Like you're saying that the people just going to try to move in with somebody and try to get over on them.
I told
Why
you,
do you feel like that?
I speak from a an experienced position. I'm not just talking.
We've all had people live with us.
Okay,
Joe.
so you know
we're black people. So
okay, so
we know
you
this.
should speak truth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I can't. What you did is not what Clarence did.
What do you mean?
Clarence is a person separate from. If I messed over you, I don't mean Clarence because he knows me. He's going to mess over you. You have to let that go. If those people came and moved with you and they was bad people, that don't mean everybody who moved with you is going to be bad.
I didn't say that. I'm not saying that everybody's bad. I'm not. Okay.
So you guys tell us what you think. You know what I'm saying? Because you see, we can't get nowhere.
Yeah. leave a comment at the bottom and tell us what you think.
Because I don't think he knows.
Whatever.
He getting heated. You see,
I think Joe he turned into a pastor right now. They're trying to they're just controlling
it's
things.
It's not. I'm not. Listen, today at church, I talked about free will. And that's the thing that you cannot mess with is people's free will. What I'm saying is, so I'm not contradicting myself. What y'all failing to understand is there's always a better way. Always. Mm-hmm. Always. So when a person knows that there's a better way, they going to tell a person, hey, that this is a better way. And if you can't appreciate the wisdom that comes from different people, then you can't appreciate your culture. And that's the problem right there. You got a whole lot of elders out here that can tell y'all a whole lot of things.
Your own advice. What if I'm trying to tell you about a better way?
I don't have no you have to don't see what you're not gonna do is try to flip this. Because right now I don't mind nobody telling me anything. I'm gonna listen. Because if I move in with you guys, I figure we partners. So if you're telling me something that you see, I'm like, dog, I'm gonna have to check myself. I'm not gonna get mad and be like, I don't need you. I got this. Like you said, you gonna tell me I got this. Why? And you said if I come at them the wrong way. It ain't got nothing to do. I don't came at people soft. I don't came at people mad. I get the same response. You want to know why? Because people want to do what they want to do, and they want you to accept that and live with that and deal with that and just like it never happened. And I'm not the person. I'm not that type of person.
You live the way you live, right? And you.
That's why I'm gonna choose who I'm gonna live with.
Right. But we talking about we're living together.
We're
coming together. Okay, so you live the way you live. Mm-hmm. Understand what I'm saying? And you want to expect us to respect that too. Okay, just like you're a Christian. Okay, you have Christian morals, and this is how you feel like this should be in your house. Understand what I'm saying?
I guess we ain't talking about the video. Back to the video. Trump.
But the video also spoke about Donald Trump being used as a scapegoat for all the stuff that underlying stuff that the House of Representatives and the Senate is doing too. So I want to speak on that a little bit. Now, at first, I was just like everybody else. I look at Donald Trump, I hear him speak, I don't like him. I feel like he's racist. And so I didn't care to hear anything positive about him. But now I'm seeing, just by me reading and looking at stuff, that maybe there's some truth to they got this big bad guy. If he was so bad for our politics, why do they have him in the position that he's in? Mm-hmm. So me just knowing the history of this country, it's something at work here. So I believe that he's there as an scapegoat, and he's glad to be there as that. Now, I'm not saying he's a great person, but I do believe that while they got us watching Donald Trump, it's all kind of moves and stuff being made
by the Senate.
Yeah, by the Senate and the House. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Not just to put down black people. I think it's more about poor people now. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that. You know what I'm saying? And the video spoke to it, and
but that's Democrats in the House. Oh, independents.
But this problem didn't just start. When the Republicans had the House and the Senate, we had the same problem. Like, this is a country problem. It ain't just these last 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
What's like conspiracy? I'm just saying, the Democrats that's in the office are independent people. All Democrats, those y'all people in the office right now. So it's conspiracy.
Trump is a Republican.
No, what I'm saying is that y'all saying that all of those people got him in office so it could be an scapegoat. I think it's just some theory pulled out the sky just to stop people,
I think
keep people divided.
I think it's rich against poor.
Yeah,
the poor don't want to take care. I mean, the rich don't want to take care of the poor no more.
And they shouldn't have to. That shouldn't be a. That shouldn't.
You know that they've been a whole lot of the technology is taking over. They have all these robots built. It's going to be a whole lot of less jobs. You know what I'm saying? It's going to wipe out the minority. I think from the middle class on up, it's going to be left over in America.
And I got a question for Joe, because I don't understand. I heard you say you don't think the rich should have to take care of the poor. I hear that, but can I say you're a Christian, right? So what do you say when it doesn't the Bible or Jesus talk about taking care of your fellow man?
Yeah.
So how does that work with your theory of not helping people when you have so much? What I get from the Bible is it's saying the rich man should do more. You know what I'm saying? That's what I get from it. I don't get that they say get all your money and store it up.
No, what I'm saying is they shouldn't be made to do. You got a lot of Democratic people, and I don't maybe you got some Republicans too, but you got a lot of Democratic people who want to come up with laws to make rich people pay higher taxes so they can take care of the poor. But at the same time, you got rich people already donating to charities, do a whole lot of other things, and then now you want to make them do something. I think that's wrong because Jesus had a situation. I'm going to tell you. The rich young ruler came to Jesus. He was a rich man, and he said, "What must I do to get in the kingdom?" Jesus told him, "Go sell what you have and give it to the poor." This is Jesus talking to him. And the rich man said he walked away sad because he had great riches. You understand? He already gave to the poor, but Jesus said, "Go sell everything and give to the poor." Now, what was troubling?
What that mean?
What was troubling?
What that means? So that means sell everything to the poor. That means
get into that.
That means this rich man had to become poor too. So what it's going to do? It's going to bring him down and make him humble, just like a poor person. It's going to bring him humble.
But my point,
it says in the Bible, it's hard for a rich man to get into heaven.
But it's not impossible
to get through the eye of the needle.
Yeah, but it said more after that. It did say that other part, but he did say that it's not impossible for a rich man to get to heaven. He did say that. But the reason why is because a rich man depends on his wealth. Okay, so what I understand is what I'm saying is that Jesus, the Son of God, did not make the rich man and create laws and make him give to the poor the way the United States of America want to create laws and make rich people give to the poor.
But Christianity live off the word of God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like when I've been going to church and I've been taught that we have to live by this Bible. Everything that was written in this Bible,
I agree.
We have to do.
I agree.
So it's basically Jesus making rich people.
He did not make nobody do nothing.
No, he's not going to make you do it. But if you want to get in heaven, you have to do that.
You can give, and that's what I'm saying is that people. You got rich people who give. You can't tell me that I need to give more to please you. I'm not going to do that.
And he sell everything
because he was trying to prove a point that people depend on wealth, like y'all talking about poor people depend on.
Okay, so that's what rich people doing now.
Okay, that's so what's your point then? So we cashed out then. So it's like we bought it, we balanced. You know what I'm saying? So Jesus' whole point was to get people to depend on wealth. That's it. And what y'all want to do is depend on another rich man's wealth to prosper your own way. That's wrong.
No,
that's what
no.
You
just
said give. You just said give.
To whom much is given, much is required. You don't believe when you have more, you have more responsibility.
That's what. Okay, so they giving. So now you want them to give more.
Why didn't Jesus come back as a rich man? Why didn't he ride on chariots of gold? Like he owned everything. Why? Why did he come as a poor man?
Because he understands man. He understands that man. If he had came as a rich man, then the poor would not have an opportunity. When he went inside the temple, he whipped all the people out because they was selling prosperity. They was selling doves or selling sacrifices at a high price. The poor people couldn't pay, so that's why Jesus did not come as a rich man, because he understood that the poor could not afford what rich people do. So he came as a poor man. That's what he did. The whole point is not to make people feel like I'm rich, so I gotta give constantly. I'm already giving, but I mean I gotta continue to support being made too. That's what I'm talking about. When you create laws to make people pay, you bring what's the word? You bring separatism. You saying that because you rich, you got to pay more taxes than I do. So now you're only doing what they're doing to you.
So then why poor have to pay more than the rich then?
They not.
But they don't have to.
Let me explain how the tax game works. Let me explain how the tax game works in America, and you can look this up. If you make a certain amount of money, you don't have to pay taxes. Let me just finish. Yes, it is. You talk to the richest people in the world. Donald Trump hasn't paid taxes in years. Jay-Z hasn't paid taxes in years. because they write everything off with their spending and everything. We have to pay this because we live below a certain line. They have look it up. If you don't believe me, you guys can look it up. You can make so much money that you don't have to pay taxes on it. It's all kind of little loopholes that you can get where none of your money goes for taxes. You can donate to these charities that your friend is the CEO of, and the money never gets to the people, and you can write that money off. That's what really happens.
Yeah, but if they was exempt from tax paying, why rich people
they're
go
not
to jail?
exempt. They're not exempt. It's ways that they can work the numbers with your accounting where you don't have. Clarence, you know what I'm talking about. With your accounting where you don't have to do this. So if I go and give, Clarence has a nonprofit. If I go and that's my friend, my best friend for 30-something years. If I go and give him, donate $50,000 to him. Now me and him got a backwards deal that I'm going to see something off that 50. You know what I'm saying? But when I go to the government and file my taxes, I gave $50,000. Write that off. So I don't have to pay taxes on that. Clarence going to give me 25 of that back. That's what really happens.
Well, I mean, if that's happened,
but that's wrong.
Still giving it to charity. I don't know if that happened, so I can't say. So I don't know.
But I implore you to go and research this. Don't just look at what you want to see. Go research what really happened.
I'm telling you what's wrong, morally wrong. You can't make people do anything. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But why?
But that's
Jesus didn't make him.
He made that man go get rid of all his stuff.
He did not. You need to read the story. The man walked away sad because he had great possession. He did not give nothing. He didn't do that.
And Jesus was happy with that?
No, Jesus said that it's hardly and very unlikely for a rich man to get to heaven because he depends on his riches. Exactly. What I'm trying to tell you is that the point is that people cannot depend on riches. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And that's the whole moral of the story. It's not to make people. Jesus could have made him do that, but he didn't. He didn't make him give all.
But to be in favor with him, he would have done what Jesus said, right? He fell out of favor with Jesus because he didn't do what he was ordered by the Father, right?
I don't know. It's like I can't say that he fell in favor. He learned something about himself that he's the person that depends on riches. So if anything, he'll probably go and it's just hypothetical. We're just talking. It's like if he decide that that was wrong with me. Let me go sell what I have and give it to the poor. Maybe he did change his mind. I don't know.
And that would make God happy, right? Because he ordered you to do that.
I think making God happy is being faithful.
No, you're going out of study. If God ordered me to go and slam my phone down on the table, and I don't slam it down on the table, I didn't make God happy. So if I can go slam it down 3 days later, that don't mean nothing. I didn't do what he said when he told me to do it. No, that's the way I was taught.
No,
but I had to repent because I did something wrong.
But you repented and you went on ahead and stamped your
Yeah, but I did something wrong that I needed to repent for. That's what I'm talking about, the wrong that was done. He didn't go sell his riches because he depended on them.
Right.
Though God told him to do that.
I agree.
This is the same thing going on. I think, it's just my opinion. It's my opinion. And a lot of other people's opinion too. You know what I'm saying? We ain't the only one that feel like this.
But if everybody would be equal, we wouldn't have this problem no more. We wouldn't have this problem.
That's true. Y'all leave y'all comments below.
Yeah. With no rich and with no poor, everybody equal. Everybody would be able to do anything what they want to do. We don't have this problem. No, you don't have to worry about the rich people paying more taxes to help the poor, or you got to worry about the poor this and that, this and that. You don't have to worry about the poor not doing nothing to help them better themselves. You know what I'm saying? Look, we go to work. Yeah, I'm a barber. You drive trucks. Okay, I come to work and I cut hair all day. I don't get no money. But when I leave, if I want to go get a Bugatti, I can show them how much hours I work, and I go boom boom boom, go get me a Bugatti for like a week. I should be able to go do that because they came here and I
fulfilled your requirement.
I fulfilled my requirement for the community, for the public. You go out there, you go drive trucks. You got to dump out, make sure that everything is clean. Dump the trash out. You want to go you want to go live in the house.
Yeah,
you can go do that.
Yeah,
a big mansion.
But who you depending on though?
You depending on freedom. Depending on yourself.
No, but who's telling you that you can? Whose system is this? This is a system that you're talking about.
Right. So the system that we're in right now. So either way, poor or rich, you have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
So the system's making you pay taxes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so if you're gonna pay taxes, if rich people have more money, they should pay more taxes because they have more money. They still have, it's like, what if they pay an extra 5-10% more on taxes? That means the big mansion that you have, you can't pay the rent, or you can't go get your Bugatti. You still can go do that. if you paying more taxes. But the poor, if the poor do that, they pay more taxes.
That's the problem. I think that's what the rich people don't want to bring up. See, because they get used
to
looking down on people.
The poor.
Yeah, you don't want to elevate a person that you look down on because I don't know. There's just a thing with our culture. Like, why not elevate your brother?
You got a lot of people. A lot of rich people elevating people. They just don't.
I ain't ran across none yet.
I ain't ran across one yet.
You guys got Boys and Girls Club in the neighborhood. You got all these different programs.
That's a charity. That's not rich people. That's owned by the people.
That's owned by rich people.
And then you want to go there. You want to go there. They take.
I mean, basically,
they take a little money off and slip it for
too. How they got rich though? How they get rich?
I'm just saying they rich. You can't stop a person. It's like I feel like y'all is like want to stop people from being good at what they do, and you don't want them to be rich. I'm sorry to say this, but you got people that's better than things than other people. It's just how it goes.
Everybody have a gift. Everybody got to have a gift.
But some people's gifts are much better than others.
What's better? How? Like, what you mean?
What's better? Okay, do you know how to cut hair? My gift is I know how to cut hair. Your gift is better than
I can do what you do,
but
you can't do what we do.
I said that it's better.
You can stand in front of people and speak. I can't do that. That's your gift.
But Clarence, you know what I'm saying? If all of us up here can cut hair, but you was better at it, what? I don't understand what you're talking about.
Better at cutting hair or better at making money?
No, better at cutting hair and making money doing it. What? Both of them. Because if he better, he going to make more money anyway.
Not really.
Well, I mean,
not really.
That's what a fast person, if you put us all on the line and go 100 meters and all of us run fast, it's going to be one faster than the other one. It's just how life is. It's just how life is. You can't stop that. All cars that are made out there, all of them don't go the same speed.
They all drive, though.
Yeah, but one
is
faster.
Got 4 tires.
But one is
they
faster.
All work off the same principle.
Why can't get y'all to understand there's one's faster than the other? You can't. Everybody's not always going to be equal. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But
it's just not. It's not.
It's just like you driving a car. One car faster than the other, but it is a speed limit. You can't go over that speed limit. So basically, what we saying, either you got a fast car or you got a slow car. We still got to move
65,
and we got so each person got to be equal. And going 65 to go where we got to go. So if you got a fast car, that means you got a little more. You got a little more experience. So boom, you got a little more experience. So help this man over here. Got a slower car. Just so both of y'all can go a little faster.
Why you can't just continue to go 65?
Because you don't feel nothing like it's so funny. Like y'all, how you don't feel nothing for your people? Like I could not know you, but I can see.
I don't understand.
I can see poor people that look like me. And I empathize and sympathize with them.
I do the same
in some kind of way, I want to help them.
I do the same thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Since I was 21 years old. So I don't
understand. When you talk, when you speak, it don't.
Because I speak for accountability?
No,
that's what I'm talking
come
about.
Across like that.
I don't see why it's not coming across like that. I'm talking about accountability. I'm talking about you work hard, I work hard. I help you. You listen to what is. You listen to what is being poured to you. A teacher can't grow. A teacher's not going to grow a student if the student not taking in what the teacher's saying.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
So that's
but I believe that. But it's still an effort, though. It's still an effort. The teacher still got to get up and go. Even though you got this one child not doing it, but it's still an effort.
And they have to go that extra mile.
They
might have 30 kids in the class that catch on, but a good teacher, she's going to go to that one and spend a little more extra time with him to try to get him up to speed with the rest of the class. She's not going to say, I got 30 kids that's doing good, and I ain't got time to worry about you. Where's the heart at in that? Why did you get into teaching if that's what
I think that they should do that.
Exactly.
I don't have no argument with that.
And it's the rich and the poor.
No, it's
they the rich just go a little extra mile and help the poor.
They do. They give already. You want them to just give more. Y'all want them to just everybody. I'm telling you, I'm gonna say it like this. And I don't know what time it is, but I know we gotta go. You got CEOs. You got CEOs. You got people who. You got CEOs. All right, they making a fortune. I've been working all my life, and I'm sure all of us in here. So you done heard how you have people within offices. They complain about I want more money, and look what he driving, this and that and that. They want. What the problem is that people want who's working for the CEO. They want the CEO money. That's the problem. See, they want to drive what he drives instead of being patient and liking what they drive. They want what he wants.
At one point, that CEO was not a CEO. And he was working up under another CEO.
He wanted that CEO. Not all CEOs. No. Some of them, like Bill Gates, was working in his garage.
That's the exception. The majority of it is not like that.
majority of people with small businesses is like that. They started from the ground and they work up. So now you got people who work for you. They want your job. They want your money. They want your car. That's wrong.
But what's wrong with that?
Because it creates
What's
problems.
wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
I'm
Him
not
wanting
saying
to be his own CEO.
See, ain't nothing wrong with that. Speaking from that pedestal.
No,
you don't see it. It's a pedestal that you looking down. You telling people what to do, what to believe, what to say.
Y'all keep flipping and flipping. We going from one place to y'all because y'all don't want to say, "Oh yeah, you're right." You have people who want to be equal to the CEO. No, you're not equal. You didn't come up with this business. I did. And if you don't like it, go find you another job, and I go hire somebody else who gonna like it, then who gonna grow. And then when I retire, they can get that position if they want it, unless they want to go start their own business.
That person is the kind of person fuel my fire to start me a company, and I come back in 2 years and I'm a CEO of your biggest rival. See that disdain.
You
that
never
hate.
say yes.
No, I'm just saying.